Good morning. Happy Saturday to you. We are well into our holiday season on this Saturday, 2 days post-Thanksgiving. Christmas tree lots are up and lights are out, and we are in it to win it, right? My name is Rachel Allen, and I am grateful because we are sharing the opportunity to redefine fitness. I appreciate you liking my Facebook page and sharing the information. Classes are filling up, which is quite an honor. I love facilitating. It's one of my passions, and I'm grateful to be doing what I love to do. I just want to regroup. I was at a pie party like I shared on Facebook yesterday. I don't know if you had the opportunity to see the post. And I love this phase because I don't know about you, I need something to propel me into action. I tend to be somebody who has to be kind of nudged, if you will. And so we are in that nudging season. I said there's nothing like a table full of pie to launch us into contemplative phase. My last video, we just briefly touched on the idea of pre-contemplative phase, which is where you have an event, you have a date, something that you're moving toward that may not be right here immediately, and you want to begin to work towards something, so you begin to research. And fitness is a big one for a lot of us as women. We want to begin to see our body change, we want to feel more vital, we want to feel sexier, we want to feel healthier, whatever that looks like for you, however you can describe it. But it always begins with a pre-contemplative phase, which is where we begin to investigate, research, search, see what's going to be the fit for us. And I said the contemplative phase is really the next phase that's described in the fitness world, which is where now we are beginning to undertake. We're willing to take the time to say, I'm going to move my body a couple times a week. I'm going to begin to increase my water. I'm going to increase, add, change, whatever that is. But we are beginning the action mode. We may not be joining the gym. We may not be signing the agreement for the personal trainer. However, we are definitely in action. So, welcome to the holidays, and what a perfect time. Everything is truly in divine order, as they say. So I encourage you to, I had posted an opportunity on my Facebook page for you to begin to describe that for yourself. It could be one line, it could be something larger. If you want to private message me, call me, email me, I'll give my information at the end of the video. I just encourage you to participate in the community of conversation. I put my own little 2 cents in there. I'm in the maintenance phase of my fitness, which looks like I have been able to master some experiences, some races, and now I am just really ready to continue holding my feet to the fire. And so what that looks like is I just jumped right into an 8-week challenge at Bikram Yoga at the Yoga Vita studio. So because I know me, I do best with commitments, and I am in week 2. And what that looks like is I attend at least 5 classes a week where I am building on strength and endurance in Bikram Yoga. And the benefit of that for me is I'm in my favorite pair of jeans, and they look fabulous with heels. And my goal is by January 2nd to be still in those jeans wearing the fabulous heels. So I know that energy in, energy out equal the demonstration, the manifestation of the very thing that I desire, hence transformation. So I support you and your intention. So whatever that looks like, if you want to share that on Facebook, like I mentioned, or if you want to private message me, whatever we can do to support one another through this holiday season, just know that you are supported, and we are here to do that with you. So the next thing that I want to just briefly touch on, because it's right here, it's already going to be Monday, November 30th. We are 2 days out from our very first of the 4-week series for the Healing the Losses. I do have 3 spots that are still available. They do not need to be filled, but if you are one of those individuals who has been on the fence and you're thinking about signing up on the class and you have a question, like I said, please feel free to contact me. Tomorrow I'm going to be sending out an email to everybody who's participating with the directions, as well as the first piece, which is a commitment piece for our Monday meeting, which is really important for the creative process itself. When we come together and we do this level of work, it's really important that everybody knows we're setting the tone for sanctuary, for a group agreement, and so that is the first piece. And so I want to make sure we get you that information. So like I said, if you've been on the fence and you're not quite sure if this is a process for you, feel free to contact me. A little bit more about the process for myself, I felt important to share. Like I mentioned, when I was 27, it was my very first grief loss workshop. I had been working with a spiritual mentor. We were working on manifesting, making some changes in the outer world, when we stumbled upon some error beliefs, some emotional blocks. And when we began to describe or define or uncover those, what it went back to or stemmed from was, of course, some childhood belief systems, but a pretty major traumatic loss that happened for me when I was 13 years old. My father was killed in an auto accident. Died in an auto accident, I should say. And what happened out of that was a series of behaviors, a series of beliefs, and a way of being in the world which kept me running for a really long time. It kept me in a space of avoidance as opposed to facing, sitting, and identifying some beliefs that I made up about the experience, as well as not really processing the emotion around that loss. So the work that we're going to do really allows us to look at the loss, whatever the loss is. When I took that class, I had the honor to take it with my brother at that time. We happened to be in California at the same time and space, and we took the class. There were people that everybody had a different style of loss. Some people were caregivers as well, but what the beauty was that it was a sacred environment where we were all coming at it from a place of grief, and there was a compassion element, there was a patience, there was an incredible amount of ability to listen to one another. So that is the beauty of doing the work with other grievers, is that the space is really sacred. So out of that, like I said, that beginning journey has propelled me into other classes, workshops, and experiences around loss. Doesn't matter the type of loss, and how that can affect our ability to describe and allow greater good into our life. When we have those blocks, and we know that our ideal is a lot of times just outside of our comfort zone, and until we identify the behaviors, the patterns, the belief systems, do we really allow the greater joy into our life? And so, like I said, my vision, intention, and purpose is all about that redefining of what fitness is about. And so when we can begin to describe and put a language to it, sometimes we do have to go back and regather the old from old experiences and recapture, re-empower ourselves so we can move forward from a much more conscious place. And I know some of us, what we talk about, we want to replace the loss right out of the gate. And I encourage you, if you're going through a loss, just be really gentle with yourself. And if you can abstain from replacing wanting to hide out from it, and just really jump in and participate in this class, I can promise for you that on the other side of this, you are going to feel much more free, much more clear, and have a little bit of completion, as well as, like I've mentioned, some tools that will absolutely propel you into greater and greater freedom. Over the years, nothing but greater freedom has manifested for me, and I'm just really grateful to be sharing the process with you. So if you have any questions, any comments, any feedback, anything that you would like to connect with me about, my phone number is 520-270-0409. My email is idealday.today@gmail.com. And know that you can also private message me on Facebook if it's something that you don't want to be out there in the public view. And I will honor that. And so I look forward to meeting you and greeting you and supporting you in this fun, intentional, and transformational way of living. There is no greater joy. Trees are out, the lights are up, and just enjoy the holiday season, however you choose to celebrate, whatever your faith, whatever your denomination, whatever that looks like for you. Just do it. Give it from a place of total vitality, total health, and total presence. Most important, be there in the moment and enjoy it. So I look forward to meeting you and greeting you and supporting you in this process. What an honor. Have a great day. Thank you so much.